Some of the best yet. Some of the best yet. They fight like that, like that, like that. Big bass, double digits.
Pick up the fire right on top.
Low fall, blast off, trying to get some cast off. Doing this here for years, get my pass on. Stream mask on, putting in work. Snap back, got me focused, never settle on the shirt.
This is the man.
Coming in hot.
Look at this. Morning, everybody. Welcome to another new adventure up here in Lake Michigan on the Wisconsin side. Gonna try my luck at some salmon fishing today with my boy Eric. Just cruising the harbor, grabbing a coffee. These dudes in here are hooking quite a few. Pretty interesting. I don't really have any salmon under my belt, but even though I tried several times with my friends Marlon and Cameron up in the Pacific Northwest. Fishing addicts, what's up, boys?
Gonna meet my guy. What's up, dude?
Oh man, who we got here? Good to meet you, brother.
Buddy, how are you?
Good, man.
Welcome.
You guys know who this is? This is the man.
Oh, I catch some fish.
So tell
I'm
us
one of
what's
many.
going on, man. Like, this is all new to me.
Well,
obviously.
So you can see there's a bunch of shore fishing going on.
Right.
So you know what happens here in the Great Lakes? They stock salmon.
Okay.
All up and down the whole lake. And the Michigan side gets natural wild fish, naturally reproducing fish.
Okay.
So those fish would be important to let go, especially like females, right? Because they're wild, so they could spawn. But over here on the Wisconsin side, they all come up in here and they spawn and they don't naturally reproduce. So there's no natural reproduction. So they're all stocked and they all have fins that are clipped.
Okay, just like in the Pacific.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You got your stockers.
Yeah.
So your stocker fish, you know, I keep the females and I mean we'll let the males go, but what's going on is they all migrated back in here, so it's a timing thing, right? And you timed it pretty good because I've already seen 2 fish caught.
Oh, I've
from
seen
the shore,
a few, yeah. I almost ran back to my truck.
So it should be pretty good. You know, the thing is though, a lot of the fish we're catching are on eggs, but you should be able to catch a few on cranks if we play
Yeah,
around.
that guy just stomped one on a fire tiger crank. That was kind of cool.
If he caught one on a crank, we should be able to get a few on a crank. So
sweet, brother. Well, I'm excited,
man.
Fun, man. I've been trying to fish with this dude a couple times.
Yeah, we've been trying. It's just,
on my travels, and it's just finally lined up.
Yeah,
so.
we'll have to do it more too, man. We got to get out
Yeah.
smallie fishing.
This guy's a smallie beast, too. Don't get it twisted.
So let's go do it, right?
Let's do it, brother.
All right, man.
Woo! Beyond hyped to be out on the water with this dude. Just like anybody else that's really good at their craft, this man stays extremely busy. So just glad things finally lined up. Gonna go out here and have some fun. See how this LA kid does here in the Great Lakes salmon fishing.
Stay tuned.
Coming in hot.
We'll do every shadow you see is a fish. So they'll even be in the boat launch right here. Like there's one right there. So let's just do an assessment since I don't fish up here a bunch. Let's just do a quick assessment of how many fish are where. You know, like where's this main pod of fish at? Where's the main school? And then we'll just don't argue with the electronics, man. Don't fight it. You got good electronics? We're gonna show you everything. There's a fish there, a fish there, a fish there. There's the end of the wall that we just came by. So we're just starting, yeah. I mean, so if you've got good electronics, you definitely want to use them. Panoptics, side imaging, stuff like that.
It's amazing what's available to us as anglers these days.
Every shadow is a fish now, so we're looking for the biggest concentration. So here's salmon. These are all probably salmon, but some are drum, some are sheep's head, some are carp. They're not, you know, all, but I'd say a lot.
So fishing is obviously pretty big up here, part of the local culture. I got a really like kind of Pacific Northwest vibe here in this town, man. It's kind of rad.
Yeah, for sure. This town is definitely a really cool little town. You know, here's a nice little pod of them in here. And what we'll do is we'll go and check each one of these slips, you know, because like down by me in Milwaukee, like I was telling you before, they'll come in these slips and they'll like daisy chain and just swim in big circles. It's kind of the end of their life cycle, and they're doing their spawning routine, and well, we'll just see if we can join in the party, you know.
Awesome, brother. No, it's been fun watching you, you know, as I travel through the country, and just you know, I'm biting at the chomp to get out here with you, and watching you go from species to species, and man, just continue to hammer the fish, and then share the experiences with all your clients, right?
Yeah,
that's
you know,
what I
that's
get
what
to.
I'm trying to do is just stay busy as a guide, but you know, I mean, sooner or later, I would like to do more of what you're doing too, and just videos and teaching and having, you know, more fun. And once my kids get out of high school, but yeah, you know, I mean, that's what I'm doing now. I've been guiding for like 20 years full time, you know, and it's probably the best job you can do because you're working, you're fishing. But it's also, you know, it's a grind, right?
It is,
you know,
man.
You know this, you own your own business, and
Yep.
anytime you work for yourself, and you know, everybody thinks, you know, being a pro tournament angler is the greatest thing in the world, or being maybe a pro anything's the greatest thing in the world. But it's really, to get to that point, there's all the work that comes
that
in,
you don't
and
see.
the knowledge and the late nights and the studying and everything that makes a person great, you know. So, you know, to be great, that's the one piece of advice I give people, just young kids out there especially. You know, you want to be great at the sport, man, you got to work hard, you got to watch a ton of videos, read a ton
Pay
of
your
stuff.
dues.
Yeah,
Time on the water.
Time on the water, brother.
That's it, man.
Exactly. You cannot replace time on the water. I mean,
Experience is
hunt
the
them
best
down,
teacher.
You know? Yeah, don't be afraid to fail. You know,
That's right.
I have failed over and over and over again, got my tail kicked, but it just gives me the confidence to find them and catch them, and find them and catch them. You know? We'll see what happens. That's what we're doing. There's a lot of fish right here. All the way down. It's like,
This is so rad.
you see all the rocks out here, and you see the fish in the rocks. Like you can see the tail of one there. There's one there, one there. A little harder to read the rocks, you know.
Okay.
These are all fish out here. So it's,
Are they trying to come up somewhere to spawn and like to finish out that life cycle? What are they, you know, what do they get in these harbors like this? This is interesting.
there's a pot of them right back here to the left. Here, this is the left side of the boat. Here. See them up on the.
Oh yeah.
And dude, there's big browns in there too.
Oh, okay. You know, that's what man.
You never know. You know, you never know what you're gonna catch. Here, cohos, big browns. Just trying to find a big pot of fish.
And right now it's mostly kings.
Right now it's mainly kings.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, what I like to do if I've never fished a harbor like this in the fall, I'll come out here and I'll go and I'll side image. I'll spend 20 minutes and I'll just come around the entire harbor. That way I know where the bigger pods of fish are, okay?
Yeah.
And then now we're gonna just go and cast them. We've got all day, it's overcast. You know, we should be able to catch them all day long today once we just find. See how they're kind of disappearing here right now? See how the rock end, now just going into sand. It's a, you know, but almost all the fish we saw are back there in the marina. So,
Wow.
you know, you don't need a boat. Fish from shore here.
I saw plenty of guys this
Kayak.
morning when I got here early. Those
You know,
guys are.
It's cool. That's why people come here, and you see a lot of, because, you know, if you want to catch a big fish, this is one of the best opportunities to do it, you know, in the fall. September and October here, up and down the Great Lakes, dude. Probably like I'd love to come to the Pacific Northwest.
Man, you know, I got my boys Marlon Lefevre and Cameron Smith out there. Those fishing addicts, I don't know if you follow them, but you know, they're hammers up in their way. They got a huge following. Everybody knows, you know, what they're doing, what they're up to. I fished with them actually 4 or 5 days trying to get one, but it was brutal, man. We got our butts kicked. Just the weather was ugly. We got one little jack, you know, after like 6 days of fishing hard.
Holy cow. Wow, so it's a grind out there.
It can be.
Yeah,
There's
and I heard it just depends on the
thousands of
year,
people,
right?
bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Dude, it was nuts. I couldn't believe how many people salmon fish up there.
Coming into some more fish now.
We don't have to worry about the sea lions here, huh?
Yeah, no sea lions, no killer whales, no great whites, no Goliath grouper. How's that saltwater though, man?
Bro, you gonna come out and do some of that with me?
It's my favorite fish.
I know you probably stay
so
super busy, you know, with the ice stuff. But I was gonna say, if you get tired of that, I'm working on potentially getting my own saltwater rig for this next year.
Oh man,
And you need to come out and do some calico bass fishing. You know, you would love that.
love to. I just love saltwater. It's you know, ever since I went down to Florida for a month
Okay.
and just brought a flat bottom down there and we caught tarpon and everything. snook, redfish.
Badass. I got my first snook in Costa Rica. I was pumped.
All right, buddy, here we go. Mark the
Oh yeah, okay. How many fish in a pod do you like to see before you actually start fishing them?
Well,
Kind of
it
density.
depends, right? Like in Milwaukee or Kenosha, you'll see 100.
Wow.
Just a huge pod. Here, I'm just seeing kind of a
Quite a bit of current in here, huh?
some fish scattered in here. The only thing I don't like about where we're at right now is water's super dirty.
Yeah.
Current's from the power plant.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was causing it.
So there's a power plant here. It makes us good in the winter. Now we're gonna go back in the marina. I mean,
So that's a warm water discharge?
yeah, warm water discharge. It sucks right out in the lake here. You know, so then see how that current kind of rips around the corner.
Yeah. All right, so my poor guy Eric here has been having to soak eggs under a bobber, but we're gonna change it up a little bit today. We're gonna have some fun, right? We're gonna do this
That's right.
the
buddy.
unconventional way.
We're
So
gonna
I,
cast and we're gonna whack him and jerk him and smack him. Here we go.
I brought some toys, man.
Look at this. This is awesome. What do we got here? Maybe like a man,
That's
dude.
Ito Shiners.
I'm
One of
just
my favorite
amazed.
underrated baits right there.
Yeah, I like something like this, buddy.
Okay. That's
Or
a
something like, you know,
some hot.
something hot. You know, anything that's gonna stick out, or any of the
would-
crankbaits here, man.
Yeah, I got some cranks there. We got some DX Freeze. That's a shallow diving crank.
Deep divers, shallow divers. Ooh, this looks interesting. This looks interesting.
That's my boy Brett Forrester's favorite color, Matt Tiger. I've never caught a fish on it, so we gotta break that for him today.
All right.
Yeah, give me like 3 or 4 that you would start with, and we're gonna go from there, man. I do have some of them with upgraded hooks, so
Yeah, you know, it's just hang on, good luck, you know. See what happens. They're kings, man. They're gonna really.
that's my 110 Magnum box.
Oh, this looks sweet too.
I mean, they all look sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say pick your favorite.
You know, I just want to get one on something
Yeah.
loud.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Pick
what
your
we-
favorite couple of jerkbaits. Anything like these. This is also a really, really good sort of color scheme.
Okay. You know, in muddy water, I like the chrome stuff a lot. You know,
Yeah,
I think
man.
that's underrated.
Well,
Ozark shad. How about the big jerk baits like the Kanata?
you know, I'd say try maybe a little bit later or something.
Okay, after we get a
I
couple
like
on the
using
boat.
Big jerkbaits at night.
Oh,
At
looking
night.
for water displacement.
Yeah, just bigger profile. I don't know, you know, or dirtier water. And this is kind
Okay.
of like that mid-range here. It's a little bit in between here.
We got a couple more boxes up here for you to pick from. We got a mess.
Love it.
That's
Like a kid, feeling like a kid in a candy store.
that's
Now,
it,
this is
man.
a little bit deeper.
Little bit deeper,
diving
mid-depth.
stuff. Yep.
Deep X300s, same thing there.
All
Another
right.
box of Deep X300s. Those are S cranks. I know you're familiar with that bait.
Oh yeah.
So I brought some of the bigger ones.
We could try. You know, you'd be surprised sometimes how they would eat
A small crank.
small crank. And again, I kind of like these sort of loud, that fire
Oh,
tiger,
yeah.
that sort
The
of.
Z crank. I do need to catch one on that.
So I'm gonna say. So what we got is we got our gummy bears, our Snicker bars. We got all our.
That's
our
my
secret
110
baits.
plus
Oh,
one
shit.
box.
So this looks like just a great bait too. This one. It's called the money maker.
Oh, I love it. That's actually a saltwater pattern there with those chrome hooks on them. Guys, the freshwater boys are sleeping on the saltwater patterns. They're also weighted differently because of the density difference between salt and fresh.
I didn't know that.
These are like countdowns.
Oh really? That's perfect.
Ah, see, you get it.
Yeah.
You get it.
That is perfect, dude. You see that, guys? I think that's gonna be the money maker today.
love it.
We'll see. But that's what I'm feeling, that one
Okay.
right there. Now, what happens when you lose this one?
I gotta buy more. Gotta buy more, man.
All right, well, let's get you set up. I want to
Okay.
see you hook up. I've caught so many of these fish, dude. You know, you were just saying this the other day. You're out with your buddies, and you're like, hey, take the boat. And for me, I just want to see you just catch at least
Just
one.
let me fish.
Yeah, just do your thing. Try to catch a fish or two, and then I'm gonna start getting happy. I just want to see you
All right,
catch one.
brother. Sounds good.
All
man.
right.
And it's funny you're talking about like the stuff that people don't see, right behind the scenes, and like I'm in this Airbnb house like an hour and a half from here, and like watching the Ant-Man like on TV, which I never watch TV anymore. Just rigging tackle on someone's, you know, like vacation rental, like for 2 hours, and just like, all right, gotta make sure all my stuff's, you know, ready, all my knots are good, put new leaders on. And I didn't know what to expect, so I threw on some 20-pound fluoro.
Yeah, which is fine, because the water's a little off-colored here. I still think it's fine. I mean, you're getting a reaction strike, so
Okay.
I mean, and you've got good, you know, good stuff, good tackle, good fluoro. Shouldn't be hard to trick them here. It's just
It's nice we kind of found an area off the beaten path away from the crowds. Oh, see, little things like this, you gotta pay attention to. I tied the knot in the gap in the split ring. That's a big no-no. Rookie mistake. That's what happens when you're excited. I can't tie this on fast enough. People make fun of me because I fish a lot of snaps. Well, this is one of the reasons why. Like, I hate tying knots. It's so time consuming.
snaps too. I don't know. I think sometimes they kind of help with the action of a bait a little bit. It's just a little different. If you're not really good at tying a loop knot or whatever you're gonna tie, I mean,
right.
I think snaps, I don't know, they're easy for a lot of anglers, really, you know.
Yeah, they're easy for me.
Yeah, so
look
it's
at
like
all these different options.
yeah.
I got, right? I can swap colors if I need to, baits if I need to.
And they make really solid snaps nowadays. They make some
yeah.
really, really good ones where they still will, they'll fail at times with a big fish, you know, like a big salmon or a big saltwater fish can bend them out.
Yeah.
But,
You just gotta understand that, you know, they fatigue, and when it's time to go, cut it off and put a new one on.
you got little bait jumping right here.
Here, you got cameras rolling. Why don't you catch a brown trout? Show me
That's
how
all
it's
you,
done.
man. I want you. No, yeah. You got to start casting.
All right, Joe. Here we go. Here we go. What's up, baby? How we living?
Got one on, baby.
This is interesting. What's up, baby? How we living? Oh, that was kind of silverish, huh?
Yeah, that's different. You're fishing way back there, eh?
Yeah. Huh, nice. He's cooperating. He's swimming back this way now.
Get this off my back. Get it off me.
That don't feel good.
Get it off. I didn't sign up for this. Big old treble hook on your back.
First thing in the
Driving
morning.
down the expressway.
That's rough. Poor guy. You didn't like that?
No.
The launcher's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, dude. It looks like it's handling them just fine.
I mean, if you can handle them sideways, you're going to be able to handle them in the mouth.
Yeah.
There's so many fish in here, it's just what happens.
You must think we're real ugly or something. Every time he comes, he's like,
Look how small he is.
Yeah. Got a giant smallmouth, huh?
His turn, he didn't like that net.
Come on, I'll act like you've done it before, then you haven't. And up the 150-pound tuna. No problem, but I can't do a 20-pound salmon. How do those guys on the dock do this with 6 and 8 pound? No, it's not good. He does not like that. Hey! Look at that big ugly bastard. First salmon!
Let me get a pliers.
Look at this! Ow, he got teeth. Look at this bad boy. That was cool. What do we got there, Eric? This is a Lake Michigan coho, or
A deep 6.
that's a deep
That's
6.
salmon.
Oh, it's a king, huh?
Yep.
Female, male, what do you think?
Female. Little female.
Wow. That's cool. What do we do with these things? Do we throw them back?
Hit your back, buddy.
Alright. Thanks, honey. That was fun.
Sweet. Nice work, dude. We'll take
Success.
it. Yeah.
Alright, we'll take the first one.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the way we wanted to catch them, but, you know, life's always not like that, right? Yeah. True.
I got bent up.
I know a guy with a rock star life, but he still don't fly, so he's mad at the sky. He sits me down, he kicks his wisdom.
LRPs. Some of the best yet. Some of the best yet. They bite like that, like that, like that. Big bass, double digits.
Kick up and fire right on top.
Low fall, blast off, trying to get some cast off. Doing this here for years, get my pass on. Stream mask on, putting in work. Snap back, got me focused, never settle on the shirt. I missed one and hit one, man, that's getting some. 2, 3, 4, 5 more, come on, that's